yoga, and how does it relate to spirituality?
I asked Reverend Jaganath Carrera. He is a direct disciple of Swami Satchidananda, who founded the Integral Yoga Institute, where I originally trained.
Yoga means to have an easeful body, peaceful mind, lead a useful life, as my master always said. So we do what we can to keep our body in good health, to make our mind clear, open, one-pointed, and then to be of some use to people, to see where the people are suffering and see if we can alleviate their suffering even a little. And that's really what yoga is. So it's an entire way of life, not just a collection of practices, which are also essential, but it's not just practices. It's really a whole different way of turning your face towards the light in life and seeing how we can bring harmony in everything we do.
In Integral Yoga, we talk about one truth, many paths. I asked him to explain that.
I like to use the word faith tradition, that phrase, because the two words indicate something different. The tradition part is where we see the differences. So that maybe if I'm Christian, my tradition is worship on Sunday. And if I'm Jewish, my tradition is to worship on Friday. So traditions are all different, and that's fine. What we need to see is the unity that comes in faith. We all have faith in something higher, faith in something that unifies us. That's really the ground and essence of creation. So every faith tradition has the two. Whether you sit and do mala beads and say mantras in yoga, or a rosary bead, or you're davening by the wall in Israel, you're still trying to connect with that essence, that higher self that we all have. So we need to look beyond the traditions, accept them as valid, but always remember that in faith we're one. In matters of faith, we're one. Faith is not a set of beliefs. Faith is experience.
Reverend Carrera talks a lot about compassion. I ask him why.
Compassion is the most important, most significant symptom that we're experiencing connection with other people. If we don't have compassion, it means everything else, everyone else is the other. It's not us. Compassion can only grow where we start to feel connection, experience connection. And of all the virtues, compassion is the one that actually gets stronger in times of sorrow and strife, because it feeds on that. Right? So we can carry that with us even from the beginning of our spiritual quest. To a compassionate heart, violence, greed, selfishness, division, racism, sexism, all the isms that we don't like, all of those go away because compassion doesn't belong to a religion, doesn't belong to yoga. It's a matter of the human heart. You'll find in every spiritual path, compassion, usually expressed as the golden rule, is the bedrock, because it really says something about our oneness, our ultimate oneness together. So that's why compassion is so essential.
Reverend Carrera's new book is on meditation. I ask him how the everyday person can benefit.
One of the most important things about meditation is not what the meditation itself gives you, although that's crucial too. It's what you're not doing when you meditate. You're not obsessing over things, you're not engaging in anxieties and old thought habits, but you're spending a little time retreating, letting go of the burdens that buzz around you like flies and mosquitoes. And then what will happen over a period of time, and why it's so important, is little by little you start to experience something deeper in you that feels more real, more genuine, and more stable than anything else you've ever known. And that's your deep inner self. And that's really the goal of meditation. Ultimately is to get in touch with that.
What's the Reverend's advice for living a conscious life?
Keep it simple. Spend a little every day for your health and peace, and then share with everyone. If you keep it that simple, if you do that every day, then all the things you hope for in spirituality will come.
How can you practice compassion? How can you incorporate meditation into your daily routine? Seek to develop an easeful body, a peaceful mind, and a useful life. The power is in your hands.